Hello everybody and welcome to Organian's Puzzle Box. Unreal Engine 5 has now been revealed upon the world, and it has been basically, stormed the entire artist community. They're all in shock at the spectacle that Unreal has unleashed. Many people see this as a next step in 3D computer graphics, and I agree, it is indeed phenomenal. The real problem is, though, the same artists should look at these features as more than just, it's going to make my game look pretty. It's not really just about that. The features in regards to the so-called unlimited triangle count will indeed enhance what we see on screen, but do keep in mind this is mainly for static meshes and not, animated ones. Sorry with the apology, but you're still in the game. Just maybe not as much as as much as before, but unless they figure out a way how to not to churn out 1 terabyte of space games that will basically fill your SSDs, and make sure you do understand this. This is purely going to work on SSDs and not normal hard drives, because the level of detail will occupy quite a large amount of space. So developers will need to know where and how to use this uncapped potential for sculpted assets, to drop them in their projects. They can't just pretty much make everything at this quality, at least not yet. So the way I see it, video games are already reaching that point where it will hit the uncanny valley. So although realistic graphics are nice, the technology behind it can't just be that, pretty lights and rich textures. It has to be more to it. Almost every video game out there now will include some of the following, elements: my wall climbing system, my crafting generic system, my RPG elements, my waypoint quest system, my progression bar, my x-ray vision, and so on. These systems are now archaic, and no matter how many pixels or polygons you have on your screen, these will remain archaic. There's no graphical leap that is going to fix our current status in terms of how games are being made and what systems they have. They all must include this sort of marketplace system in place, which again doesn't necessarily come from Unreal as an engine, or it just comes from all engines. They all get a lot of there's a lot of attention given to these. A lot of attention for them to remain the same and be polished little by little. And then you see Unreal just bringing up these graphical fidelity improvements, which is awesome. But what about everything else? So that's what you need to keep into account. As I said, it's great that the Unreal Engine. The Unreal real-time engine is now becoming a tool to be used for more than just games. That's what I'm excited about, and that's where I will be using it. I mean, NANITE is an amazing technology where an artist that wants to create, short movies, such as myself, will play a huge role in releasing assets in the pipeline. It's going to be so much easier to do it. Look at my procedurally generated meshes, straight from a painting software like Substance Painter. You can find these in my tutorials. This system will do wonders with that, because retopology is the last thing that I want to be doing in my projects. I need to focus on more of the artistic side of things. LODs are looking to be a thing of the past, not having to worry about simple stages of your assets based on, on this will cut your work in half. Now, I just want you guys to picture a workflow where you get your a super sculpted piece from, let's say, ZBrush. You paint it in your favorite software, which will automatically let's say unwrap your model in multiple UDIMs based on the settings that you put in there, and then you can paint across. I'm really looking at you, Substance. Please just get this sorted already. And you take this asset and you drop it into your scene. This is the workflow that I envision: sculpt, paint, not worry about the amount of detail. You can do some few tweaks here and there, and then the software automatically retopologizes your mesh, and you just drop it in, and that's it's ready to use, ready to animate, and so on. I myself am very interested in simplified workflows that takes you straight to the point. Who has time to do all the work that a AAA studio can do when I'm just a one-man army? So many other people are in the same position, and Unreal is making our dream a possibility, I would say. In regards to animation, that's a different kind of story, but I'm sure Unreal, the guys at Unreal have got some aces up their sleeves, and they're planning this for the future, where animation will play a big role into these technologies. And already they made some strides in it, but it's all about how you implement and how you use the power of the engine to come in your aid. From what I understand, Unreal are looking at having a lot more sculpting and geometry creation inside the engine as possible. Lumen is an interesting one, as it basically allows for some really accurate lighting calculations to be done for you. It offers the possibility to quickly put your scenes together, see them in different shades and in tones of brightness. It will make for a more coherent workflow with Lumen, and the Bau's lighting seen in this tech demo done in real time is absolutely phenomenal. There's this specularity on metals, there's this indirect lighting everywhere, which again just really adds a lot of flavor to the scene. It really makes everything come together. So let me know what you guys think about this new update for what is to come in real-time rendering. Are we really on the brink of achieving realistic computer graphics, or is Unreal just a bit closer to that goal? There are still some milestones to pass until we immerse ourselves in a fully formed virtual world. My name is Alex, and thanks for listening to my thoughts on this amazing new technology.